we have to make up our minds. Either we want to have segregation or integration. And if we don't want segregation, then we need to get rid of channels like BET and the BET Awards and the Image Awards, where you're only awarded if you're black. If it were the other way around, we would be up in arms. It's a double standard.
So you say there shouldn't be a BET channel?
No, I don't think so, no. Just like there shouldn't be a Black History Month. You know, we're Americans, period, that's it.
My land of liberty, where I'm the king and queen. You want the same but didn't put in as much work as me. You come from slavery, but you have been released. I'm tired of hearing about the past and your misery. Well, since it's history, let it be history. We have a month all to ourselves, that ain't equality. You celebrate IDs, pioneers, kings and queens. It's only right we have a month and tell your history. Allow the record to show that we apologizing for our bickering and ungratefulness to society. Should've been thankful for the Civil War and all the dying, for the right to free us colored people instead of crying about injustice when you gave us all equality across the nation, and we gave you anger and our greed. Like about time, we done got a month to celebrate and idolize minorities that fought for better days. What were we thinking? Being hypocritical and tone hated your segregation, but do it too like it ain't wrong. Selfish group of races we are, so quick to cast a stone at the Caucasians who got at least in color. So here's the list of things that you've done since you discovered this. Vacant land you never did harm as people in government. Make sure that you sound the alarm out to the public and let them know your due finally come. We will never forget Cherokee Trail of Tears, Japanese American intimate, Philippine American War, Jim Crow, 75 years of that, transatlantic slave trade, genocide of Native Americans, the Middle Passage and Black codes, racism and financial gaps between whole races, and the war on drugs, Ku Klux Klan, but call us thugs, slave patrols, and the Treaty of Guadalupe Bay, Hill Dog Go, the Southern Strategy, women slaves, raped in front of they husband, whoa, Madison Grant, and the Indian Wars, ain't close to done, we got a lot to go, this history, don't cover your ears or walk away, learn your roots like all white, new Jews in the biggest home of the human zoo, white flight, redlining, Proposition 14, Homestead Act, and Tulsa riots and experiments of Tuskegee, lynching, men in suits, so don't mention dress code foods, now sagging, illegal too, not for white women who showing boobs, Hollywood stereotypes, wild gods of Egypt, it's all white, Rosewood massacre, sundown towns were alright, Indian Appropriation Acts, 1924, Immigration Act, and Islam phobia, plus the Chinese Exclusion Act, Emmett Till, Vincent Chin, Indian boarding schools, Bacon's Rebellion, King Philip's War by Europeans, so cold and rude. My land of liberty, where I'm the king and queen. You want the same but didn't put in as much work as me. You come from slavery, but you have been released. I'm tired of hearing about the past and your misery. Well, since it's history, let it be history. We have a month all to ourselves, that ain't equality. You celebrate IDs, pioneers, kings and queens. It's only right we have a month and tell your history. The comparison of American slavery to the gay rights, Arabs, Romans, and Irish folks just ain't right. But you did it, still do it, especially to the Jewish. Holocaust, less than 3% of the time blacks went through it. Ain't make the gun, but you made the gun. Your source of power and kill for fun. George Wallace, COINTELPRO, and police brutality #1. Boston school, busting riots, mass incarceration of black men for legal slavery through the Constitution. 13th Amendment is punishment. Hold the panic and invented AIDS and Ebola for Africans. Don't forget the shootings, church fires, and your famous bombing in Birmingham. Assimilation to the white way for non-white, so the white state, the very standard the United States claim heritage, only separate but not housing. Discrimination and systematic highway placement. What about medical experimentation? Shoemakers owls in the heads of babies, Planned Parenthood, forced sterilization, cutting babies at the womb, and a falsification. The standard of beauty on a European, but Thomas Jefferson made mixed babies in a whitewashing and eradication of ancient Africa. So blatant, stole Academy Awards from Egyptian gods. Name us all Avatar, that's appropriation in the media. Manipulation of the average black, bias and racist. Responsible for the urban myth, it's a such thing as reverse racist, white fragility and cannibalism, homosexuality, private prisons, Indian Removal Act, the Red Summer of 1919. but a dark description in the Bible scripture. This more upset. Saint Dr. King, you love to quote to black people who violent. So your government found guilty of killing them, but only few know. No reparation for black people, but act like we still equal. But you work for free for black people. They still like them or think they decent? Probably not, cause you used our babies as alligator bait. How inhumane. Some jaws drop, cause the truth more hard to swallow than a brick of cane. I wish that I could speak more about your history and all the gore atrocities that were hard to read, but you know that February is short. Woo. King Richard, White History Month. Let's make it equal, y'all. This what you want, right? This what you want, right? New generation, learn about the old generation. That's what we do. Shout out Dominique Robinson. You a legend right now, man. Woo.
Aside from there were slaves, how much do you know? How much were you taught in school about Black history?
What I know about Black history, I was taught in school. I also took it upon myself to learn.
American history holds all of us, and she's right in that. Yes, we are all Americans, but we are not all treated like Americans.